So I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I'm asking myself, how does one of Vietnam's most affordable cities become unaffordable for the people who live here? For years, affordability has been part of what makes Da Nang so attractive. You get beaches, a growing city, a modern infrastructure, and a lifestyle that can feel surprisingly inexpensive compared to the other major cities around Asia. And people have noticed. Tourists come here, foreigners move here, Vietnamese from other cities move here, and investors see opportunity. New cafes open, hotels go up, and luxury apartment buildings start to appear along the skyline. From the outside, this is exactly what economic growth is supposed to look like. But underneath all that growth, something else is happening. And for years, that was part of the appeal. You could live by the beach, rent affordably, and still get the same convenience of a modern city. In Da Nang, the average price of a new apartment jumped about 27% in 1 year. And that number starts making more sense when you think about what happens when a place suddenly becomes more desirable. Imagine a neighborhood where apartments were originally priced around what local residents could afford, and then new buyers enter the market. Let's take a deeper look into this. Some are investors, some are wealthier Vietnamese buyers, some are foreigners renting apartments, and some are people earning incomes from completely different economies. It's not that they're necessarily trying to make housing expensive, they're just simply able to pay more. But that change is what changes what the market can charge. Where things become interesting, because the city doesn't need the people to earn more for prices to rise. Think about somewhere close to the beach. There's only so much land available. As demand increases, that land becomes more valuable. See, if a developer has to pay more for it, they're probably not going to build the cheapest apartment possible, like a luxury apartment or hotel. A development aimed at buyers who can actually afford higher prices. Then another developer sees those prices and realizes people are willing to pay them. Another project gets built, then another. Slowly, the price expectations for the entire neighborhood begin changing. But what if you're trying to buy your first apartment on a local salary and property prices are rising faster than local wages? Your income might be increasing, but the apartment you're saving for is increasing in price even faster. So even though the city around you looks wealthier, your ability to actually own a part of that city can be moving in the opposite direction. And gentrification is complicated because there isn't necessarily one villain. The foreigner renting an apartment isn't trying to price someone out. The developer isn't crazy for building what customers are willing to buy. The property owner isn't irrational for accepting a higher price. Each person is responding to the incentives in front of them. And that's the strange paradox that Da Nang now has to navigate. But when thousands of those individual decisions happen together, they can completely transform a city like Da Nang. A place becomes attractive partly because it's affordable. People then discover it, the money follows after it, and then the development follows the money. And eventually, affordability itself disappears. Investment can make the city wealthier. It can create better infrastructure, better businesses, more jobs, and more opportunities. But if property prices keep rising faster than local incomes, the people who helped make the city desirable in the first place can find themselves increasingly unable to afford it. So the question isn't whether Da Nang should keep developing, because it most certainly will. The bigger question is whether the people who already live here will be able to participate in the wealth that development creates, because that's the hidden cost of becoming a city that everyone suddenly wants to live in.